Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show!
This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Face it, Tigers, you've hit the jackpot.
So cocky, so full of it. I love it.
Who, me or her?
Us, the nerve. But let's face it, they have hit the jackpot. It's fine.
That's right, kids. Because you're in luck. It's another episode of the Ultimate Spider-Cast, your home for everything Spider-Man. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is...
Duh, little Hellfire.
She with death on her chest.
See, people ruin everything. We're not going to be able to have a Punisher logo pretty soon. That's okay.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm always like, is Marvel going to, change his name?
They're going to do what they did to Cap. They're just going to call him the Cap. They're going to give him the Captain uniform. It's going to be a little helmet.
They're going to change his look and his outfit. That's what I'm thinking.
Make it real corny. Like, yeah, go ahead and put that on your freaking back of your truck if you want to.
Oh. Put him in like a tutu or something. Alright. So, tonight we have new stuff. We have old stuff. Well, of course, it's the last week of Punisher month, so, of course we had...
Boo!
I can't rewrite the calendar, Lil Hellfire.
I know, I'm just teasing.
And of course, you've got to get those spider poops in here next week.
I mean, we don't have to, but I'll allow it.
Oh!
Nobody tell Matt Conan.
Nobody tell Ray. What the F? What the F? Now I need a Ray drop of him saying, "Suck it, Will," and I'm sure the minute he hears this, he's going to send me
All you have to do is ask, and I'm sure he'll do it.
Oh, please. You're pretty much asking to say anything. Hell, he sent me some of those drops I didn't ask for. I just received them.
Sausage!
Fest!
It's fine having a sausage fest.
Speaking of which, what issue are we covering today?
Oh, our classics we're covering two, Lil Hellfire, Amazing Spider-Man 330 and 331 from March and April 1990. You may know it.
Finally, some stuff I was alive for. Jeez, Phil.
Oh, how dare you. Hey! The Punisher's older than both of us. Come on.
I know.
But no, yes, you may know this, our kids, as the first one in Amazing Spider-Man after the Captain Universe Acts of Vengeance stuff. Out there. Oh my
Come on, man.
Oh my god, I almost bought the Captain Universe Spider-Man Funko in my local LCS the last couple of weeks.
No comment.
I'm telling you, one of these days I'm going to come home with that and Professor Hulk and the bunny slippers. I'm telling you.
Poor Danielle.
Did you ever see...
She's really good. You just keep it in your room. Don't bring it into the actual house.
Did, I saw a picture, was it on Twitter the one time? It was like two Funkos. It was, that Professor Hulk from the comics with the guns and the bunny slippers and the Professor Hulk from the movies. And they're like, this is what would happen. And they had, comic book Professor Hulk just like shoots the, MCU Professor Hulk dead.
Basically. That would be great. We were robbed because of freaking Universal.
Damn. Alright.
But anyway, on to more pleasant business.
So yes, before we get to this week's new issues, we'll get to our Amazing Spider-Man Punisher. So, Amazing Spider-Man 330 from March 1990, The Powder Chase. What?
This isn't the 80s. I don't like that title.
Well, It kind of fits. We'll see.
You know what I'm saying. You get the connotations.
Alright, so this one. On an isolated New Jersey road that leads right into the heart of the hive of scum and villainy, the Punisher waits for an ambulance full of drugs to arrive. When it approaches, the vigilante fires a bazooka at the vehicle.
The big bazooka.
A big bazooka?
The big bazooka. They big units.
However, the driver swerves out of the way and crashes into a tree. Who is this, little Hellfire?
I don't do the crashing. People crash into me.
Sure, Jan.
I know how to drive. That's why you don't drink and drive, kids. It's bad. Florida's full of them.
Checking the back of the ambulance, the Punisher confirms that the ambulance is full of cocaine. Get it, Alder Chase? I've already fulfilled that title in the first couple pages.
Party in the front and the back.
Oh my! I won't even. Oh my lord! I was gonna. Don't say it.
Party in the front and the back.
I was gonna say party in the front and the back. Who's doing cocaine off a stripper's butt?
Florida.
Nobody's so Rob.
Get it out of our system before tomorrow night. Alright, Frank Castle guns down one of the drivers, of course, because he's the Punisher. The other begs for his life, promising to give the Punisher information that will lead him to the cartel that is responsible for the drug shipments. However, before the guy can talk, he is shot in the head. It is the other driver who survived getting shot. But the Punisher ultimately puts him down. With no other leads, Castle torches the ambulance, destroying all the drugs inside, hoping that his assistant Microchip can help him with the intel he has provided. So, pure 90s Punisher. Microchip, shooting off some bazookas. No mercy bullets tonight, kids.
Although with his aim, we might as well call him mercy bullets. Come on, it was a bazooka. I needed a bigger bang. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. Hey-oh.
But yeah, this is kind of a little more graphic than your normal Spider-Man book, and I'm okay with that. I'm just pointing it out. I like it.
I mean, it's Eric Larson, but I wonder too. Well, and again, it's the 90s, so I guess
everything has to be extreme in your face.
But I wonder too if anyone complained. They're like, "Oh yeah, well we went extra violent to show the kids that drugs are bad and could get you killed." Okay.
Well, God knows the DARE program didn't work, so proven facts. Proven facts.
Ooh, Little Hellfire said, "Suck it, Nancy Reagan."
Suck it. If the dead medium fits.
Oh my.
Anywho.
Meanwhile, in Manhattan, Spider-Man sets up his camera to photograph an armed siege on a penthouse apartment. The penthouse is owned by one of the Kingpin's drug dealers, and the armed men have come to seize his catch of drugs. The dealer insists that he has no product on him. Before these armed men can open fire, Spider-Man comes crashing in and quickly webs everyone before phoning the police. Oh my lord. I mean, the people, the glass makers of the Marvel Universe love Spider-Man.
They love all the superheroes. They keep them in business.
Oh yeah, but especially those fancy boys, Spider-Man and Daredevil, just come crashing through skylights and windows.
Definitely.
Recovering his camera, King of the Selfie swings around the city thinking about how tense things have gotten in the city because of an influx of drugs onto the streets. With the increase in drug-related crime, Spider-Man wishes he still had the powers of Captain Universe to solve the problem.
I bet you do, buddy. Your readers don't, but I bet you do, buddy.
I just kind of liked it for a while.
Much like everything in the 90s, it went on much too long.
Even Captain Universe. Wait, they had to go the whole act. What was Acts of Vengeance? 3 months? They had to go the whole Acts of Vengeance.
Was it 3 months? It felt like an eternity.
Well, Spider-Man had 3 books a month, so it was probably like 9-10 books, so yeah.
Exactly, an eternity.
Hoping to stymie the flow of drugs in the city, Spider-Man's only lead is a delivery that is scheduled to arrive in Brooklyn the next day. Returning home, Peter Parker discovers that his wife Mary Jane isn't home from her secret hospital shoot.
Secret hospital, secret hospital.
Oh,
somebody's got to pay the bills.
That's right. Seeing the dishes from the night before causes Peter to here we go, flashback, to recall the shock of discovering that his ex-girlfriend Felicia Hardy is dating Flash Thompson. At the time, Peter freaked out but had to back down lest he reveal his secret identity. Mary Jane covered by telling Flash that they had met Felicia before. Peter then had to bite his tongue as they all had dinner together and wonder what Felicia's motives are. That panel where she's just like running her foot up his leg, it's just...
Hashtag petty, man.
I know.
She puts you to shame, Phil. She puts you to shame.
I know, she's like the one who left him, and then she's like, how dare you get married after I broke up with you? It's like, holy crap.
I mean, honestly, instead of this, we should have had her trying to kill him. If I can't have you, nobody can. That would have been better. Leave poor Flashy Boy alone.
I know, but then eventually she falls in love with him.
Of course, that's the old trope. I'm doing it on a bet, but guess what? We're gonna fall in love.
Aww. As Peter gets down to washing the dishes, he figures he and Mary Jane should talk about it before the situation gets worse. Alright. And now, here's a subplot that maybe we'll get to one day. Meanwhile, at the Vault Prison in Colorado, which makes more sense than having the maximum security supervillain prison in the heart of New York, in Colorado, security reports that Eddie Brock has hung himself in his cell. Guards go down to the cell to check on him and discover that Brock is dead. This leaves one question. What happened to his alien symbiote?
It's in his prison purse.
Oh!
Sorry. We were in jail. I had to do the joke. I'm sorry. It's in his prison purse.
I think the pants come off next.
That alien's like, I've been a lot of places, but even I ain't going there. While at a warehouse in that hive of scum and villainy, New Jersey, the Punisher tests out new munitions provided to him by Microchip. Frank's assistant has been working to find out where this current supply of cocaine is coming from. Although it originates in Colombia, Micro is unable to determine who is responsible for the shipments. However, he has learned of the job happening in Brooklyn, at the Brooklyn docks that evening. The Punisher tells Microchip that they can fill in the blanks when he investigates the Brooklyn shipment. Oh man, did we miss the where Peter goes to see Aunt May and Nathan's had another attack or whatever?
Oh god, just kill him already.
Ew. What?
Just get it done, Aunt May!
Paging Mr. Vulture. Paging Mr. Vulture. We need him like 6 issues. That night, Spider-Man is staking out the docks when he spots a number of armed men arriving on the scene. Turning on his spider signal, Spider-Man swings down to confront them. The thugs are about to retaliate, but are stopped dead in their tracks. The wall crawler's spider sense begins going off, warning him that there is something behind him. Turning around, he sees that the Punisher has arrived on the scene. The Punisher explains that he has come to determine if there are drugs aboard the ship, warning the web-slinger not to get in his way. Spider-Man tells the Punisher that he is there for the same reason and asks the Vigilante if he would consider going in without guns. Unfortunately, the Punisher won't do such a thing and runs up to the ship with guns blazing.
Of course, he's Frank.
Oh yeah, man.
And he's in an unusually incompetent mood today, but that's the way we love it, right?
I mean, you can't...
It's the 90s!
You can't even see that, Doc. There are so many spent shell casings.
Just gunpowder and smoke. Nobody can hear anything.
90s machine guns, man.
Oh, boy.
2 fists in it, like in a little Hellfire drinking binge.
Phrasing, but I'll allow it.
They are opposed by armed guards aboard the ship. With lead flying all over the place, Spider-Man smashes through the floor so he and the Punisher can get into the cargo hold. That's right, kids. Smash them right through.
Smash it!
Yeah, there are more guards, which keeps Spider-Man busy. Meanwhile, the Punisher discovers the cocaine hidden in barrels of coffee. Man, no wonder there's such long lines at Dunkin' Donuts every morning when I drive by.
America runs on Dunkin', baby!
Seriously, it must be coke in it, man. He has cornered one of the armed men and demands that he gives up who their supplier is. When the young man refuses and tries to shoot the Punisher, the vigilante mows them down. This upsets Spider-Man, who checks the body and can only find a card with a magnetic strip. The Punisher tells Spider-Man that he planted a bomb and they abandon ship before it goes off and sinks the ship full of drugs. Man, that's some happy fish in that river. Back at the Punisher's van, the vigilante has Microchip scan the card and
The battle van!
Yeah! In the 90s, man, we had battle vans all over the place. The Punisher, the Turret, Ninja
It was like a secret, like, car lot of just battle vans that they did, like, custom work for. Like, let me just paint it in your colors, and then we can get you out of here.
The Punisher, the Ninja Turtles. Hell, Scooby-Doo did it first.
Dang straight.
He reveals to them that the man who was carrying the card was a member of the U.S. Army. Although they now know that someone within the military is amassing the largest catch of drugs in the United States, the only question they have now
Are they like going on historical fact? Because I'm here for that if that's what they were going for.
What, that the government was actually stockpiling illegal drugs?
Yeah, what's that meme? We're cracking down on people who sell drugs to the community. Excuse me, sir. We sell drugs to the community.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, let me see, any notes here? Yeah, Captain Universe. Yeah, they're husband.
Captain? Not caveman. Universe!
Oh, here's some Black Cat info. Spider-Man started dating the Black Cat in Amazing Spider-Man 226. Peter revealed his identity to her in Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man 87.
He regrets that choice every freaking day.
What were you thinking, kid?
Like, can you imagine? Aunt May doesn't know, but freaking Felicia Hardy knows. Do you know? I don't like that. Yeah, that's all that is.
He's thinking with that web shooter, man. Peter ended their relationship in Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man 100 when he learned that she had made a deal with the Kingpin.
His arch nemesis, question mark? We forget that for like good long years at a time, but you know, it was in vogue then, so we'll allow it.
Oh, and this reminded me, you know when she found out he was married, right? She went looking at the Bedford Towers, they had already moved out. She's like, oh, now where's he at? And Venom smacks her around, and then he's like, oh, the wife didn't know where he was either. And she's like, wife? That's
hilarious, yeah, I remember that.
He literally locked some sense in there. Oh, that's right, Todd McFarlane Black Cat.
You mean Talia al Ghul in a blonde wig? Can't find the zipper!
Oh, man, wait till Revenge of the Spider Slayers, man. That zipper goes down to her belly button.
Yeah.
Past her belly button.
Did I say the pubic bone?
Literally.
Did I say?
Literally, you can see her belly button, so it goes underneath that belly button, so, yeah.
Double-sided tape in the Marvel Universe is a hell of a drug, apparently.
Extra strong bikini wax in that Marvel Universe, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
You think about it, She-Hulk, Squirrel Girl,
hey-oh.
Elektra, like half the girls on the freaking X-Men team.
Oh my god, Elektra, oh man, there's just... Stuff's just flapping in the breeze. Oh.
Moving right along before we get canceled.
Just say enough of you, pervert. Alright, Amazing Spider-Man 331 from April 1990. The Death Standard.
If only this issue would have lived up to the title.
The contract you have to sign date Love Hellfire.
Allegedly.
Hey-oh. Dogs and shallow graves tell no tales.
Exactly.
Oh lord, I forgot.
This cover's a little too busy for my liking, though.
Oh yeah, because I remember they did this at this time with some of these, because you get like a bunch of characters at the top, little mini pictures. Yeah, and then there's Spider-Man and the Punisher battling a bunch of robots.
No. Give me my little freaking head at the top.
There's just, the first cover's a lot better. It's just Spider-Man and the Punisher on the cover, and they're getting shot at. You can see, like, bullet holes behind them and stuff in the wall.
This looks like a Zack Snyder battle in the city or something. Like, I don't like it.
Why did you say that name? Yeah, for the first time.
You think Ray Ray can switch with me for the I'll trade him. I'll trade him for Captain Falcon and freaking Bucky. I'll trade him.
I need your knowledge, Lilith.
Alright, fine. Not gonna be sober about it.
You can. I don't care. You can poo-poo all over the Snyder Cut. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
I bet you Charlie's gonna be the one to like it, isn't he?
I mean, if Tyler's there, he'll probably defend it. But yeah, Charlie defended Wonder Woman. I don't think he even liked it. He just wanted to be the contrarian.
That's my shtick!
I know, exactly. Alright, the Death Standard. Black Cat has broken into Peter and Mary Jane's Soho apartment. She confronts Mary Jane, telling her that she has come to prove her love for Spider-Man.
Who's gonna tell her? Mary Jane will knock you out, powers or no powers. Where's the bat, Mary Jane?
Oh my god, that would have been so funny if these two just would have went at it. Peter's like, should I break this up or should I get my camera?
I'll get my camera.
Hey-o. She has convinced herself that his recent marriage to Mary Jane was a rebound after they broke up.
Oh, honey. Just because you were blonde like Gwen doesn't mean he really loved you.
Now...
Should've wore a headband.
Hey-o. Remember what the power of Chad said. He breaks up with those blondes at breakneck speed. Consider yourself lucky, Alicia.
She does have those luck powers, right?
Well... Now that she is devoted to winning Peter's love again, she explains that she has started dating Flash Thompson in order to break his heart. Don't go breaking Flash's heart. This somehow will convince Spider-Man that they need to be together. As Mary Jane tries to calm herself down after this encounter, after Felicia jumps out the window, she is startled by the return of her husband when he drops through that skylight.
The good old skylight.
Oh, heck yeah. When Peter asks her what is the matter, she tells her husband that they need to talk. While in New Jersey, once again, that time of scum and villainy, the Punisher and Microchip test out his new sting ball grenades that can stun an opponent not wearing eye protection. So, high-tech arsenal to give you the old,
Not in the face!
Microchip figures that Frank will need this, considering their investigation into an influx of drugs in New York is somehow the work of people within the United States Army.
You don't say.
Get out of
Shut the front door. Get out of town. I would have never guessed it.
With Spider-Man assisting them on this investigation, the Punisher still thinks they need to hurry before this surplus of cocaine ends up on the streets. At that moment, at the Vault prison in Colorado, we're going to find out where that symbiote was hiding. Coroners begin an examination of Eddie Brock, who appeared to have committed suicide by hanging himself in his cell. However, when they try to make an incision, the symbiote springs to life, turning into venom. Brock begins killing the coroners, explaining that he had his symbiote disguised...
Told you it was in his prison purse.
Hey-oh. He had the symbiote disguise itself as his skin to give the illusion that he was dead, though. They're like, man, he looks a little extra chunky. Oh, it's that suit. Although he regrets killing the two men... Okay, replace Venom's name with Lilith Hellfire. Although he regrets killing the two men,
I regret nothing!
Venom's twisted mind justifies it as a necessary sacrifice to rid the world of Spider-Man. Or morons. Swiping an ID card, Venom has his symbiote take on the form of the coroner's outfit so he can sneak himself out of the facility. Okay, and I just remembered, public service announcement. If you are lucky enough to spend the night with Lilith Hellfire, don't expect crap in the morning. Get your stuff and get out. And be thankful you got out with your life.
I order breakfast or make breakfast for myself. I don't feed strays.
I could just see you. Yeah, there's an egg McMuffin in the Uber. Get your ass out of here. Alright.
Here's a Red Bull. It gives you wings to get that out of my house.
I'll give you a present. Your life. Get out. That evening, in the Bronx, Spider-Man meets up with the Punisher in his van. Whoa. Where the Punisher tells the wall crawler...
Did he have puppies and candy at least?
Hey kid, want to be king of the selfies? You bet I do, mister! where the Punisher tells the Wallcrawler that they have tracked the drug shipment to a military installation upstate. When Spider-Man asks the Punisher not to use lethal force this time around, Frank Castle assures the Wallcrawler that he won't kill American soldiers, as he was a soldier himself. Elsewhere, Mary Jane and her co-workers are on a lunch break. Their conversation is interrupted by an elderly woman who recognizes Mary Jane for her character on Secret Hospital. When Mary Jane confirms that is who she is, the woman calls her a tramp and slaps Mary Jane across the face. Man, Mary Jane is getting it from all sides this issue.
Hello.
Hello. As the elderly woman walks away, her co-worker asks if she wants to call the police, but Mary Jane tells them it's okay, that the slap in the face was a compliment to her acting ability. As the old woman tries to cross the street, a car speeds up and runs her down.
Dang it.
Eyewitnesses on the scene believe that the driver intentionally ran the old woman over. And if you want to know who did that, go check out our review of Return of the Sinister Six back in December. Scroll down.
Return of the Sinister Six. Oh my god. Wait, this isn't Legends. Never mind.
Seriously. And they're still on the air, Ray.
I know, much to everybody's shock. Yes, most of the Arrowverse is still on the air.
Well, no, him and Connor are last on the Krypton. Oh, I think every Arrowverse show's been canceled except for Superman and Lois. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's the only one that matters, let's be honest.
Well, I was going to say, that's the show they're watching, so if you're not watching it, it's not on the air, right, kids? Nah, I joke. Those guys are great. If you haven't checked out our crossover of Marvel Team Up Annual 4, go check it out. Scroll kind of down.
What's this, some kind of crossover episode?
We got fighting for the crossover. Meanwhile, upstate, Spider-Man and the Punisher arrive at the military facility where the drugs are being stored. The Wallcrawler is shocked to discover that it is a military academy full of kids.
Oh no.
That's not sugar on your cereal, kids.
I mean, it's better than the radioactive oatmeal, I guess.
Oh!
That was an actual thing that happened.
Yeah.
I'd take cocaine over, nuclear fallout any day. Just saying, if I had my choice.
Well, like the Punisher said, it's kind of smart, because who's going to suspect kids of guarding drugs? Especially in a military academy.
Wait, this feels like an episode of Shameless. U.S. version.
I thought you were going to say an after-school special. Spider-Man warns Frank not to harm any of the children. This makes Castle think about how his own children were gunned down along with his wife, and assures the Wallcrawler that he doesn't harm children. Floating heads of guilt, take a drink, future Lil.
Woohoo!
Oh, I don't have a bell anymore. I was going to say, in a little Hellfire, take a drink. The pair sneaks into the facility and make their way to the Commandant's office. Suddenly, the web slinger's spider sense goes off. They are soon confronted by one of the children on sentry duty. Spider-Man webs the boy up, and the pair smashes into the office. Yeah, he webs him right in the face. The Punisher,
not in the face.
The Punisher's like, I can take him out. Like, no. Spider-Man's like, I can take him. Without hurting him.
I got this.
Not in the face.
And they smash into the Commandant's office.
Smash it.
Dude, the way he picked him up by his freaking kerchief.
Is that supposed to be Charles Bronson? I believe so. I think they even say again about something about it. Do you have a death wish? Don't make a move.
Definitely going for in the face, yeah.
There they confront the Commandant. Yes.
Who's got beef with Charles Bronson? What's going on?
It's either maybe it's Eric Larson, maybe it's Michelini. I don't know.
I need answers. Somebody tweet somebody and find out.
I'm thirsty for it, bro.
They demand to. Maybe I will. They demand to know where the drugs are, intending to blow up the entire facility in order to ensure that they don't end up on the street. That's when Boginski reveals that the drug trade has replaced gold standard for the American economy, hence why the United States Army is dealing in narcotics. Well, yeah, maybe in Florida, but I don't think it's replaced the gold standard. This revelation comes...
Everybody knows it's opium! Duh! I mean, we're not in the Middle East for nothing. I'm just freaking saying.
Oil, kids. Oil.
It's not the oil, it's the poppy. It's Big Pharma goes deeper than you think. But I will save that for Hollywood Conspiracies on Patreon. Don't worry about it. I got you covered.
Like, I don't feel like they went in deep enough.
Can't tell the truth too much. They'll cancel you.
I don't want to.
Unless you're Nate Gray, then you deserve it.
Oh,
Put it on X-Man.
I was gonna say I don't want a new co-host. I don't want them disappearing you, but never mind.
Who's gonna at me? All 10 of you Nate Gray fans.
Get the loonies on array. This revelation comes as a shock to both vigilantes. Although they lack the credibility to expose the conspiracy, the pair insists on destroying the supply of drugs being stored at the academy. I mean, yeah, I know you want to wrap up this story, but you want someone with credibility blowing the whistle. Well, they're like, oh, we don't want the American people to see the government is bad. Boy, how times have changed. But I was like, if you wanted to blow the whistle, call Captain America.
He's not taking either one of those kids' calls. Maybe. Yeah. Depending on the day and the writer, maybe.
When Buczynski refuses to divulge their location, the Punisher threatens him with a knife. That's not a knife.
Ready, kill him!
Aw, come on.
You owe Paul Logan 5 cents.
He threatens him with a big knife.
Look how big it is.
They are directed to the basement where they find a massive shipment of drugs. Suddenly, they are ambushed by an army of mechanoids programmed to protect the drug supply. Why do we need money?
I like how they're like mechanoids, and then Spidey's like very assertive mechanoids. I'm like, from that position, did he get one in his prison purse?
Whoa!
Just saying, the panel, what he says, it's just innuendo.
Boy, Lilith helped.
No, it's in your booty. Drop.
Oh my.
In your booty.
Lilith Hellfire focused on one thing tonight.
I mean, it's men in spandex. I don't know what you want from me. It's a reason why I read comic books. I don't know why more women don't read comic books. It's like football. Like you just turn the sound down. Becomes much more tolerable. That's all I'm saying.
The pair destroys the majority of the robots. With the numbers thinned out, Spider-Man deals with the rest while the Punisher plants bombs to blow up the drugs. On their way out, Spider-Man pulls the fire alarm to ensure that everyone inside evacuates the building before the bombs go off.
Except for that one kid that sleeps so heavy, not even a hurricane can wake him. You know, there's always that one friend you got.
I thought you meant the kid he webbed his head up. Outside the academy, children are ushered outside, and moments later the facility explodes.
I like that one kid. I'm gonna rate my dad. He knows a senator.
I know. I was like, aren't you a fancy man?
It's always a couple of those kids at the military academy. Well, I think a lot of military academies, especially if they feed into to the Citadel and stuff, you actually do have to have a senator's recommendation and things like that. So, yep. Fun facts.
Meanwhile, back in Manhattan,
Mary Jane's out here looking like a lady of the night, but I ain't gonna shame her. I'm just saying that's a lot of heel and a lot of leg and not enough skirt and no bra because I see nipple. It's not wet or cold though, so
Cold, wet, hard nose.
It's an upgrade.
That's an awfully big rod he's got there.
This creepy guy coming up to her? Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Mary Jane returns home and is greeted by Detective Hal Goldman. Well, yeah, his name's Hal. Of course, he's a creeper.
Stay tuned! Hal Jordan!
Better subscribe.
Hero or creep? You decide.
Better subscribe to that Patreon, kids, before we start making headlines. Goldman has come to warn Mary Jane that her stalker, Jonathan Caesar, has just been released from prison following his most recent parole hearing. And again, if you want to see the climax of all this stuff, yeah, check out Return of the Sinister.
Phil said climax. Anyway, shout out to the guy in the Betty Boop coat, by the way. Love that little detail. Don't know why it's there, but I'm here for it.
I swear, I don't know if it was Larson or whoever, but yeah, like, I swear in some of these issues, a lot of times you'll see like a Betty Boop or a Felix the Cat or something,
Just old school classic cartoon lover. I dig it. I'm here for it. No explanation needed.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because it wasn't in his first appearance. The murder of Frank Castle's family was first revealed in Marvel Super Action #1.
Super action, because he's the Punisher. Get it?
Whoa. So, what did you think of these, Lil?
I don't like Venom at the end telling me to buy it or he'll eat my dog. Like, I'll fight you, Venom. You don't want to say that to me. I'm like John Wick. You really don't want to say that to me. I'm the wrong person. Other than that.
I know. It's like, why don't you tell me you're going to eat my X-Men comics or something? Wasn't that a thing in the 90s?
I'll take all your X-Men comics out of the bag and board and leave it in the sun. How's that? No, I like the art. I like the action. I like that it's a lot more graphic than your typical Spider-Man book. I like the little war on drug. I guess they probably got a little funding for it. Shh, don't tell anybody, I guess. Usually when they did stuff like this, it was for a reason. It wasn't just because the writer wanted to do a story like this. So.
I was just curious. I was looking up the value of Marvel Super Action. Okay, that's more like it. I saw some
$5.
I saw some places saying $20-some bucks, but I wasn't. No, if you would have.
Well, it's too late for your Wanda and your Vision stuff. So get in on the Punisher while you can.
Yeah, Marvel Super Action #1. It looks like you can get a very fine copy for $84.90.
Is that slabbed or just the book itself?
It has been graded by My Comic Shop's experienced graders.
Okay, perfect. Usually that means it's in the slab. No, he wasn't as competent as I would like, but he gave us the action, so I give it a solid B-.
Ew. Yeah, that's a B.
Plus, we get to see Felicia and Mary Jane fight. Like, come on.
Ew. All we're missing was the mud.
I prefer either oil or Jello for my ladies to wrestle in.
Oh, how many of you want Lil? Oh my God, Lilith and Marnell.
I could never hurt my wifey. I play for keeps.
Hell.
So I heard you had 2 other issues you wanted to talk about. One I'm happy to talk about. The other one not so much.
Ooh.
Can you guess which is which?
I think so, but let's see if I'm pleasantly surprised or I'm right on the money. I don't know, what should we talk about first? Alright. We got the new costume in Amazing Spider-Man 61. And
a new job, quote unquote. A lot of new stuff in one issue.
A new Spider era, so basically we're like, hey, that stuff with Kindred, let's forget about that for an arc or two.
Even though we spent like forever on it. Well, it was starting to feel like the Clone Saga.
It was like a year, wasn't it?
An eternity, yes.
Well, again, when you drag stuff out, Yeah,
I felt like the sales might have dropped off, people dropped out, so they just cleared the whole slate. Like, hey, let's jump in here. It's new everything. It's a party.
I mean, it could have been.
I think they're trying to get in on that manga trend too with his costume. It's very anime-esque. Saying.
I just wonder how long it's going to last, though.
I think they probably wanted to drive up sales because, appearance of a new costume. Ooh. It kind of does feel like a cash grab to me, but I do like the story, but it all feels very business, nothing personal. We're just doing this to be doing it because we're a business.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, because you get this new costume provided by Threats and Menaces.
Yeah.
I do love that, though, where he's like, I need rent. How desperate am I? I'm Nora Winters desperate.
Dang it.
I'm like, damn, that's desperate.
But, I feel like they're building up Kingpin at least, so there's that.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, it's been a while since he's been a menace and a villain and a true threat to Spider-Man. I think they're wanting to do something with him in the movie, so it only makes sense that they start revving it up right now.
And we finally get Jonah back. We haven't seen Jonah probably for
it's the best part of the book. Oh, they're just comedic gold together.
I mean, I don't think we've seen Jonah really much.
We haven't since that podcast, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably been like 20 issues.
Yeah.
But what do you think about him being the guy in the chair?
We'll see.
I mean,
I don't like it. We don't like it, but we'll see.
I mean,
I'm willing to give it a chance.
I was going to say, if it's written well, we might get some comedic material out of it.
Okay, I'm tired of Spider-Man being the king of the selfies. You know what? How about he wants to go? I want him to do something with science, something with kids. Can we just make him a science teacher? Can we do that? I mean, remember when he did the thing? He did do that for a little bit. That was fun.
Yeah, remember when J. Michael Straczynski was writing it? He was like a high school teacher, science teacher.
Exactly. Can we get some of that?
Exactly. I mean, again, I think they're trying to be too hip, because even Slott was doing this during his run. It's like, oh look, we know all about selfies and Instagram, and
How did that work out for Batgirl of Burnside?
Exactly.
It didn't work out very well. They went crawling back to her original audience. I'm just saying.
Crawling.
Kids ain't got no money. What you catering to them for?
Crawling. I know. I mean, the crowd you're trying to pander to with that stuff isn't buying.
They're pirates. They're trying to get aboard the USS Little Hellfire over here. They're pirates. They're not going to pay you money.
Exactly. Or if they're doing anything Spider-Man, they're playing that.
They have no brand loyalty. It's kind of proven they have no brand loyalty on top of that. So you better go pandering to those old people over 40.
Pirates aren't.
Just a suggestion. You gotta listen to me. I think Disney kind of told them that too. At the end of the day, they're just like, let's just refocus on those demographics that actually have money. Thanks.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that all the time. That make him a teacher again. Do something like that.
Hey, I'm just saying, seeing Superman with a wife and kids on the TV show, people are really responding well to it. Hint, hint. Bring back the marriage.
And
hint, hint.
And like a couple.
He's paying he's dealing with taxes. Super adult situations,
I know, exactly. Give us the marriage back. I think you're doing it, but quit dragging it out. Give us the marriage back. And I think we were saying a couple episodes back, if you want a single Spider-Man, you have Miles Morales. Ben Reilly's back. He's out there. You can have almost the exact same guy, but he can be the single guy, Ben Reilly.
Poor Philip.
I'm just saying, you want a single swinging Spider-Man, Ben Reilly. You got Ben Reilly.
Talk about flipping your way downtown, am I right? Am I right?
Whoa.
Yeah, no, that's my only thing. This felt like a just obligatory cash grab. Hey, it's 60 issues. A lot of people really fell off on the Kindred arc. Let's get some interest going. Let's get just some more books sold just by having a new costume. And also marketed as a new jumping on point. That's what it is. I see it for what it is, and I'm okay with it. I just let the story be good.
I was even wondering if they're going to use that Kindred thing. The tablet of life or whatever it is, to if Kindred's kind of use that to bring himself fully back to life, and they're going to be like, oh, it's not Harry Osborn after all.
I would just die if it is actually Harry. After, you know what I mean? Well, I was just like, oh, well, that sucks. You told us.
Oh my god.
Nobody likes to be told.
So is he faking the whole time being alive during, Brand New Day and stuff? Or did Norman have, a clone of his son running around or something?
Of course, every villain has a clone. That's the thing.
Hello, clone son.
Honestly, though, think about it. It's either a clone or a robot. One of the two. So, I don't know. I didn't really see a lot of people not liking Amazing Spider-Man number 61, so it had a pretty positive reception. Although the costume has people split for sure. That is the one sticking point. I feel like if you're very old school, this might not be for you, but I think for the kids, they'll like it.
I'm willing to give it a shot as long as we don't drag it out like we did the whole Kindred stuff.
Honestly, I'll give it 15 issues and we're back to a classic costume.
15? I was going to say, give me 2 or 3 and then have them say, oh no, that's ain't for me.
I'm telling you, they already have the toys out though, probably.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Funkos, figures, yeah.
So yeah, you have to give it a little more than that. unfortunately. I'd be okay with 3 issues in this costume. We'll see.
Ooh, that might have to be my new obsession. No, find as many different Funkos, different variations.
Oh God, you'll be collecting forever.
I know.
You could, that could just be your whole collection, different Funko Spider-Man.
Probably fill the wall back there.
I got you started with your
I know.
Iron Spider over there. Got your little Ben Reilly.
An unmasked Tom Holland, I know. Oh, that's right. I need a regular Spider-Man. Yeah, I got Scarlet Spider.
You don't have a regular.
I got Tom Holland. And then I got Ben Reilly, yeah.
Before we jump into the next issue, I found some really cool kind of Spider-Man merch, but not Spider-Man merch. So I don't know how many people know the actual camera that it's supposed to be, the original camera that he uses.
Oh, really?
But it is it's a Yashica Electro 35, instant 35mm camera, and I'm gonna get one. It's kind of hard finding it in mint condition. That's the only thing, but I'm getting one. I'm on the hunt for one. So I thought that would be cool merch without actually being Spider-Man merch.
Oh my God.
I like cameras, but yeah.
You need to start some kind of Instagram or something where you take pictures of geeky stuff with Spider-Man's camera. It's Queen of
the Selfies! Suck it!
You beat me. I was going to say Queen of the Selfies.
You need the money. Gimme.
I'll think about it. I'll see how the pictures come out. I haven't dealt with 35mm since I was in middle school.
Oh, that's right. You have to develop that film.
Yeah. I don't even know where you develop film. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Does Walmart still do it? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, no. I mean,
Walgreens has to still do it. They have to be in business for something.
Learn to do it yourself. I'm sure you have plenty of dark rooms in your house. I mean, all you need is right chemicals and stuff.
Ooh, I don't want to give up my office. And the garage is full of cars, so I don't know.
Lord, you're single. She's single. She has 20 cars. We'll do what Peter Parker did. He used to use his bathroom.
I do have a second bathroom. That's true. We'll see.
I mean, you live alone. Yeah, convert one of his bathrooms to a dark room.
I'll see. That's the chemicals for me. I don't know. I'm kind of sensitive, but we'll see how it goes.
True.
I think Walgreens still does it, so it's fine. I don't have anything to hide. I'm not one of those weirdos.
Yeah, I think
I have Polaroids for that.
No, those would be worth something.
Oh, so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That I saw some, but they weren't in good condition. I was just I guess I'll try to find something in near mint condition. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. And if you see any cool merch, you can always at me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire, on Instagram at Lil Hellfire86. So yeah, we got one more issue to talk about.
Yes.
My least favorite thing of Spider-Man to come out in quite a while.
Finally, this thing's been supposed to come out for the last year, Non-Stop Spider-Man #1. I don't like.
They had a whole year and it still turned out like poop. Then I said it.
Well, they probably didn't change anything, but I don't like the name. Personally.
They should have.
Yeah, I don't like the name first of all.
Who do you think it is, Drake?
Oh my.
I have feelings about this book. They're not good. It's he's a total edgelord. This is not for my demographic. This is total edgelord, trying to be hip, trying to be cool. This is to the youths. This is hello fellow youths. That's what this book is.
I guess. I mean, I'm just it's kids, the drugs.
Real talk! God dang it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what old white guy is trying to be hip here? Oh, Joe Kelly, okay.
Oh, no, not Joe Kelly. They got him too? They got Paul Joe Kelly into this?
I mean, who came up with the name Non-Stop Spider-Man? Because I don't know if they're just trying to live up to that title, though. It's we gotta keep moving. Don't stop.
Is that what we really want in a Spider book, though? Have we ever wanted that in a Spider book? That's not the heart, soul, and core of Spider-Man. Although, if you're trying to appeal to the MCU stooges who've never actually read a Spider-Man comic book, it actually makes sense. Because, Tom Holland Spider-Man's always in predicaments.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
But I'm just I want my books from the 90s back where we get some supporting
actual
story and supporting cast. That's why I was so glad to see Jonah back and amazing.
It was called Big Brain Play. Do you know that that's kind of Reddit, like, kind of like snarky, sarcastic reply. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's too wannabe internet culture. Like, I don't like it.
Again.
And the art's a little too angular for me. I don't.
Yeah, the art's, I mean.
It's colorful. The colors are great. The shading is great. But, like, the angles, I don't like it.
It's not that I don't like the art, but I don't know if I would have picked this artist for a book called Nonstop Spider-Man.
Yes, that's what it is. Because this is definitely, like, phonetic, energetic, move. Cram all the panels you can into a page.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to get him for a secondary. Well, I don't think you're going to get him for a secondary Spider-Man book, but someone like a Mark Bagley, somebody who.
Definitely not a Spider-Man book called Nonstop.
Yeah, no.
He's like, that doesn't sound like a keeper. I'll pass. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I just don't think this art style conveys like the type of movement and speed they want. You know.
Too angular. Yeah, you need something more fluid and smooth.
Again, I like the look of it, but it's just like not for this book. For what they're writing.
Yeah.
And so is this thing like limited, or it's like is every month?
It better be.
Or every month we're gonna just be like go because it's like nonstop Spider-Man. It's like every month you're gonna have where it's like don't stop, don't sit down, don't. Again,
like I said, it's not for our demographic though. It's clearly, obviously not written for us. Like it is just very obvious.
I mean, Marvel and DC. I mean, are they? Well, yeah, I'm sure they're getting desperate, but it's like, what is this like? Trying to pander the one crowd or pander the other crowd? How about we try to write something that panders to everybody? Or not even panders, just speaks to
everybody. Can we even do that anymore? I feel like fandom specifically is so very divided that I don't think that there's anything that's broad enough that could bring everybody together anymore, unfortunately.
I mean...
Unless it's like that old 90s nostalgia,
I know. I mean, you could dress it up in like, current popular things and stuff, flashy stuff.
But like when they do it, clearly because they have people that are very old writing this, it just doesn't feel authentic is the problem.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they go on Tumblr, they go on Twitter, they go on Instagram and TikTok, try to see what the kids are saying and then try to like assimilate it and it never comes out right. I mean, you can always tell. I mean, we've read plenty enough of those Deadpool books, know?
I mean, you want to do this, you get yourself a little hellfire. I mean, come on.
No, even I'm too old. Like, TikTok is scary. These Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids are scary. I'm good. I want nothing to do with the youth. No offense, Luca. I'm sure you're a fine, lovely young man, but the youth, they scare me. Get off my lawn, stay out of my yard, yada yada.
Bite me. Don't judge me.
I did like they had, how many variants did they have? Jeez.
I know, there was a bunch. Well, again, yeah.
What was there, 6, 7?
At least, I think. Yeah.
8?
I mean, there was variants for Amazing 61, and I think even 62 also, because new costume,
Oh, yeah, obviously.
New costume, who dis. But, yeah. So, yeah, this was the week for Spider-Man variant covers.
Oof. I'm glad I don't fall into that trap anymore. I do think that the villain is kind of interesting and nonstop, though. So I hope they can actually. I mean, is it going to be a different villain every issue, or?
I don't know. For it's called nonstop, you would think so, but no, I'm willing to give it a shot. And then, and then in the backup story, of course, because we have a series coming out soon. Baron Zemo.
I like that. That's the part that I like.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like this. See, I think the artist who did this should have did the main story.
Okay, it's not me going crazy. I totally agree.
Yeah, no, I don't know why they delegated this one to the backup. Yeah, no, this should have been the person doing the main story.
Yeah, see how like it's so smooth and it's very clean. Like jump off the page and cut you clean. I like it. It's crispy.
Crispy.
I don't know about that costume, but I mean, the art sold me on it. I was just like, I don't know, but it looks good in the picture at least.
What, Zemo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a variation on his old school costume, yeah.
Yeah, which is like a shocker to see.
Well, I wonder too if like that looks closer to what he's going to wear in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's why they did it.
I wouldn't want to see this look on TV. This is not a TV look. Okay, unless you're going on the CW. This is not a TV look. This is not a Marvel TV look.
Not the fur collar. Yeah, no.
Oh, maybe they're doing a tie-in with Cruella de Vil. I don't know. Poor Emma Stone. What did she sign herself up for? Anyway, yeah. I'm not going to pick up this book again, just so you know, so don't ask me.
I'll give it at least another issue or two. So, yeah, I'll let you know if it improves at all. Again, I think there's like...
It's too many spider bugs. I'm just, if you don't catch me from the beginning, you ain't got me. That's just how this is now.
Oh, yeah, the letter page for Amazing didn't say they got a bunch of one-shots coming out in the next couple months, too.
Cash grab. It's cash grab season, guys.
Oh, and I think I mentioned this to you a while ago, but yeah, there's the ad in the back for Spider-Man, Spider Shadow, which, I mean, we already did this in a while.
Oh, wait, Phil, you told me we were going weekly with the Spider-Man book?
What?
Didn't you? Did you say we were going weekly with the Spider-Man book? Did I imagine that? Probably. Drunk me.
I mean, during the Kindred stuff, we were almost weekly, because they had like Amazings every 2 weeks, and then if we get nonstop and those one shots, we're probably going to be close to weekly, coming up here. But no, this
I'm just saying, even Spider-Man in 2021, you can get superhero fatigue very easily.
Yeah.
So be careful, Marvel.
But no, that's Spider-Man, Spider Shadow. It's what if Spider-Man became Peter Parker became Venom. I'm willing to give it a shot.
He still make Venom better,
Yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot because it's Chip Zdarsky, so...
You know what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be that Venom movie with Tom Hardy.
Whoa. I was gonna say, what?
It's gonna be a comedy, for sure.
I was gonna say, what is it gonna be? What if Volume 2, Number 4? What?
But longer, stretched out, because #modern comics.
That's true.
I can sprinkle
Let's take a one-issue what if, and turn it into a limited 12-issue maxi series. With variant covers galore.
I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger.
Definitely. That's the philosophy of modern comics.
It's gotta be longer. I need a full-length one.
There's the editor.
I can't wait to really start hearing those drops from the Green Lantern podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta find, I think, we did a live read last night, so I can think of at least one line of Conan's. I think we're gonna have a new line.
Oh, shout out to Ray if he's listening to this. When he changed his profile pic, the first time I was like, hey, they don't have anything in a tank top, and then he changed it to one in a tank top.
That's just a really nice package. That's just a really nice package, because I know Lilith likes it long.
So on that note...
big. On that note...
Give them their homework and let's hit the lights and give the sponsor something to talk about.
As Lilith wipes the sweat off her forehead. Alrighty, let's pull up the schedule here. Hit her right in the face with that tank top. Alright, so we are... Alright, like I said, next week, the Scarlet Pimps are back. Speaking of Ray. Speaking of him and Matt Kona, yes, next week, we're back for the Trial of Peter Parker from Web of Spider-Man 126, Amazing Spider-Man 403, Spider-Man 60, and Spectacular Spider-Man 226. Alright, and then, April. Next month, we've got some good ones for you kids. Week 1, we're going to be covering Web of Spider-Man 64 and 65, speaking of Acts of Vengeance. What happens when the villains of Acts of Vengeance return and Spider-Man doesn't have his cosmic powers?
If he can handle the Sinister Six, he can handle that. It'll be alright.
Yep. And then...
Spoilers!
And then in the second week of April, our little crossover with Comic Capers, because part 2 of our Eternity Century crossover, we will be covering... What?
You're such a good friend.
I know.
You gave Matt Kona a whole month of that guy.
That's 3 episodes, but still. I mean, I'm just hoping we can get him on for any of them. But yes, Marvel Team Up 120 by our friend, Mr. JMD Mateus. Yes, that's right. He, I believe he wrote the Spider-Woman one too. So yes, I believe Mr. JMD Mateus gave us Eternity Century.
Nice.
And then, week 3 of April will be the next part of the Eternity Century crossover from Superior Spider-Man number 9. So, yes.
Nobody tell Charlie.
I was going to say,
I'm going to badmouth it.
Come watch Otto smack Eternity Century around. Hey, you got to enjoy that at least. Otto smacking Eternity Century around.
I got no dog in that fight.
We're doing me now.
Alright, and let's see. Wrapping up April will be, oh lord, Maximum Clonage. Yeah, that's right, I didn't say Carnage, kids. I said Maximum Clonage. For the Scarlet Pimps. And I'll wait to announce, May, we'll be doing a bunch of more team-ups for Black Widow month. But anyway. Oh, and stay tuned for Capes and Lunatics episode 200 for a big announcement for something big coming to the Capes and Lunatics sidekicks. A big monthly
What could it be?
Big monthly project coming up. So send your thoughts on all that stuff. Hey, did you like Non-Stop Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man 61? Are you one of those?
If you like Non-Stop Spider-Man, how old are you? I want to know.
I was going to say, if you like,
no judgments.
If you like that new suit, how old are you? Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. That's right, millennials. Those numbers on your phone, hit those numbers in that order. All right. And
we invented cell phone usage. To addictive cell phone usage on top of that. So
your TikTok. Alright, so follow Ultimate Spidercast on Facebook, Twitter. Find links to all of our various social medias for all of our shows, links to this YouTube channel. You can see Lil's great impression of the Punisher tonight. Links.
What up, Darren Paul?
Can't save Rick. Oh wait, wrong property.
Nice.
Links to the Patreon. You want to subscribe, and subscribe now. Episode 1 of Boob Windows and Long Boxes coming soon.
Also, a uncensored look into America versus Larry Flint. So.
Oh yeah, is that going to be our April episode?
Yeah.
Nice. Yes. Lilith can't stay away from her wife for too long.
Don't be so difficult. I just spend a really inordinate amount of time naked.
As should everyone.
Hey-oh, that's right. Well, even...
The tyranny of pants must end!
I was going to say, Charlie Esser is taking you up on that. Alright, so, links to our Patreon, links to our merchandise, all in one.
Stay hydrated. It's nobody's business what you're drinking on the Zoom meeting.
Or if you're wearing pants. So find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
Get yourself some headphones. You deserve crystal clear HD quality.
Come on, what kind of millennial are you if you don't have crystal clear HD headphones? And...
that would make you a Zoomer.
Oh! And also, you should be staying home, unlike some people, or inviting strange people into your house. So, get yourself some Hunt-A-Killer.
Michelle Gray needs your help. It's an escape room in a box, a great way to spend some time indoors until this whole thing is 100% over.
And use the code Southgate for both of those for a handy discount.
Yeah. But I don't want any of that. I like to read. What do you got for me?
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck with Hellfire. Why don't you go pick up Pod Life, the book, in either digital or paperback. Learn.
Okay, I got that. So what else you got for me?
Oh! You didn't even let me rip on Rob Southgate there. Okay, so yes, you can pick that up on Amazon. I know you know Amazon will.
Oh yes, I'm familiar.
So, but
should I have a little link or something?
Oh yes, it doesn't matter if it's the podcast or the YouTube. Use that link right down there in the show notes, kids. Be like the little Hellfire and help us support this show, the network, and that fancy man with an alien in his prison purse, Rob Master William Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom. Please kick me in the
Remember, third best Southgate.
Mark my words. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Little Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang with me on the interwebs, I live tweet Batwoman in Flash at Lilith Hellfire. On Instagram at Lilith Hellfire86, and for some spicy beans at Lilith Hellfire69 on TikTok and the Gram.
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
They make a cream and a pill for that, but you know, it's none of my business. It's none of my business.
Bye, Felicia. Cutting, bro.
And on that note, hit the music!
Pills and cream. Alright, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, Scarlet Pimps!
Sausage!
And then in 2 weeks, Web of Spider-Man 64 and 65. Next month, Trinity Century, followed by Black Widow May. But until then, swing on back.
Thwip, thwip.